In a world that equates availability with importance, there is a specific type of modern haunting, the sudden, unsolicited ringing of a telephone. For the majority of the population, a ringing phone is a signal of possibility. It is a social invitation, a dopamine-fueled curiosity, or a simple task to be managed. But for you, it feels like a physical intrusion. When that screen lights up with an unscheduled name, you don't feel excitement. You feel a cold spike of adrenaline, a momentary sense of dread, a desire to let it ring out into the silence, followed by a lingering shadow of guilt. Society might tell you that this is social anxiety, or that you are antisocial. They might suggest you are flaky or difficult. But what if your aversion to the ringtone isn't a symptom of a disorder, but rather a byproduct of a highly calibrated internal world? What if your anxiety is actually a sophisticated neurological defense mechanism designed to protect your most valuable resource, your cognitive depth? Today, we explore the science of why you feel broken for hating the phone, and why that feeling is actually evidence of a rare and powerful cognitive architecture. To understand why you feel like an outsider, we must first look at the crowd. Evolutionary psychology tells us that for 99% of human history, to be out of the loop was to be dead. Our ancestors survived because they were hyper-attuned to tribal signals. In the prehistoric era, a notification wasn't a ping on a screen. It was a rustle in the grass or a call from a neighbor. The human brain evolved a social monitoring system located primarily in the amygdala and the ventral striatum. For the average person, the crowd, this system is geared toward a high-frequency, low-stakes exchange of social data. When they receive a call, their brain releases a microdose of oxytocin and dopamine. It confirms they are still part of the tribe. They are needed. This is what we call the tribal trap. In the modern era, technology has hijacked this ancient circuitry. The always-on culture thrives on the fact that most people have a biological craving for constant connectivity. They are tethered to a digital leash because their brains view every notification as a vital tribal update. For the crowd, the ringing phone is a reassurance of existence. They don't mind the interruption because quite often there is very little internal deep work to interrupt. But let us look at you. If you are a deep thinker or a high-functioning introvert, your brain chemistry operates on a different frequency. You likely possess what researchers call high sensory processing sensitivity. A 2021 study on communication apprehension suggests that individuals who experience anxiety during unscheduled calls often have higher than average activity in the prefrontal cortex. This is the seat of complex planning, personality expression, and decision-making. While the crowd operates in a state of continuous partial attention, your brain prefers high-resolution processing. When you are reading, thinking, or even staring out a window, you aren't doing nothing. You are engaging in a high-energy cognitive simulation. When the phone rings, it triggers what psychologists call a cognitive switching penalty. Because your internal world is so detailed, the cost of switching from your thoughts to a live social interaction is significantly higher than it is for others. The ringing phone is a system interrupt. It forces your brain to instantly abandon a complex neural architecture you've been building and pivot to a low-fidelity, unpredictable social exchange. Furthermore, there is the concept of empathy allocation. For you, social interaction is not cheap. You don't do small talk well because your brain doesn't know how to stay on the surface. You process the tone, the subtext, the emotional weight, and the expectations of the caller all at once. This results in neurovisual overload. You aren't afraid of the person. You are protecting yourself from the exhaustion of a high-bandwidth data transfer that you didn't consent to. Your anxiety is simply your brain saying, "I am busy building something important. Do not break the glass." It is time to reframe your silence. For years, you may have looked at people who can talk on the phone for hours with envy, wondering why you lack that easy social grace. But look at the trade-off. The crowd is often a mile wide and an inch deep. Their constant connectivity prevents them from ever reaching the state of flow, that elite psychological state where time disappears and true mastery is born. By being always available, they are never truly present with themselves. Your unreachability is a superpower. It is the gatekeeper of your genius. By rejecting the ping culture, you allow your thoughts to reach their logical conclusion. You are capable of long-form thought in a short-form world. When you do engage, it isn't out of a tribal compulsion to fill the silence. It is intentional. Your relationships are built on the bedrock of presence, not the frantic exchange of digital noise. You have broken the dopamine loop. You don't need a vibration in your pocket to tell you that you are valuable. Your value comes from your internal landscape, your ideas, and your creative output. You aren't bad at communicating. You are a high-fidelity communicator living in a low-fidelity world. You prefer the symphony of a deep conversation over the static of 1,000 interruptions. The next time your phone rings and you feel that familiar tightening in your chest, take a breath and recognize it for what it is. It is not a flaw. It is a signal that you possess a mind worth protecting. It is a testament to the fact that your internal life is more interesting than the external noise. Stay quiet, stay deep, and don't feel bad about letting it go to voicemail. If this resonated with you, it's a sign that you're part of a community of thinkers who value meaning over noise. Subscribe to join us as we explore the hidden mechanics of the mind. Share this with that one friend who always keeps their phone on Do Not Disturb. They might need to hear this, and leave a comment below. How do you protect your internal world from the digital noise? We'd love to hear your thoughts, in your own time, of course. We drop new videos every week to help you understand your own wiring. Don't just follow the crowd, learn to lead yourself. Stay deep, stay focused, and I'll see you in the next one.